Hey everybody, this is Lisa, Paper Lace and Bling. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I did decide that I wanted the big hearts. So I did cut this the same size as this. And of course, I didn't get it inked. And I really only need to do the outside because it is a little bit going to overlap, which is fine. It's not going to be enough that I'm going to go, oh, but it'll be so wasteful not having that for extra paper. Yeah, no, it'll be fine. I haven't wasted much paper at all at this point, so we're going to be doing just fine. Oh, come on. For heaven goodness sakes. I don't know, and then it goes in just as pretty as you please. There we go. All right. All right. So let's get this down. Oh, I could have cut that just a smidge larger. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and get the glue down on this. So, it has been a very wet and miserable day today. So, you know, yeah, you kind of stuck inside. Didn't get to take the dog for a walk or anything. It's just blah, blah. And it's still pouring, just pouring down rain. So, yeah, we're enjoying having some crafting time for sure. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. But my dogs have been a little, not so much the older one, but the younger one, a little on the nutso side. Yeah. Okay, so I'm very happy with that. I'm going to set these aside. And I was looking at this, and I don't like the way the side looks. You can see all, you know, which I knew, but I just kept looking at it and saying, well, I have to do something about this. So I looked in my stash, and I found this. When, you know, I had a lot of black things, I had a lot of green things, I had a lot of pink things, I don't know. I just wanted something to kind of go along the edge. And now that I'm seeing this, I don't really like it. I thought I would, but it's, you know, it's like the wrong green, although you don't really see it, but it is truly the wrong green. So, back to the drawing board on that one. I had this, but it's just a little too wide. That one was kind of pretty. Let's see. I think I'll go with my second choice, which was this fuzzy black that I have. Let's see. Where is the beginning? This is usually the end, stuck underneath there, maybe. Huh. Well, okay. I am not seeing it, for heaven's sakes. All right, well, I'm just going to start and end. So let's just pick one of these outside pieces and start one. Well, that wasn't really the outside, was it? Okay. I don't need a super huge piece. I just... There we go. Now we're starting to. So there, 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 and there. I think we're definitely done. All right. So I think I'm just going to try and put it right across there we go. And let's just slide that right down in there. Yes, I think this will be just fine. This is almost like suede. Yeah, this is like a suede piece that you would crochet or knit with, I guess. And but I ended up years ago finding this at a garage sale, and it was a huge bolt of it. So I have had this for quite some time. Okay. And that just looks so much better than seeing all of the inner workings. Okay. So anyway, sorry, I'm concentrating, I get quiet. So I have also figured out how I'm going to secure this a little better, because it is just a piece of paper. So hopefully I will have that to show you here in a few minutes. Let's bring this. Yeah, this is going to be very nice. Okay, let's cut this off. And put a little bit more on the edge there and bring this around and close it down there. Okay, so just much neater, much prettier. Not something we normally do, but okay, so I found this little metal bracket, and I'm going to set it right here. This has got the foil on it, and this is silver, the foil is gold, but the gold ones I have are really, really gold. I didn't like them. I liked the silver one on here better than I liked the gold one, so that told you how much I don't like the gold one. So I think the first thing that I'm going to do is get this on this part. So I'm going to, I held this down where I want it, and I'm just going to poke little holes right through there, and let's see if I can do this. Does not give you much room. Okay, there's the first one. Just be really gentle, because like I said, there's not much holding this paper together. All right, so there's that. Let's go ahead and open these up back here. And then we're going to put a piece of paper. Oh, that has got to close more. Turn this around. Okay. All right. Trying to push these, get them a little tighter. Okay. They're not super tight, but not really a whole lot I can do about it. Now these, unfortunately, I can't put them through because I thought of this afterwards. So what I'm going to do is take a pair of my cutters, and I am going to cut off the majority of the tail on these things. And I'm going to just run this through now. Granted, yes, this would have been a whole lot easier to do first, and I should have, but I didn't. So don't worry about it. Just get in there and do the best job you can. And then this side we're just going to have to glue down. Oopsie. Oopsie. Really? Alright, and oh, for heaven's sakes. Open this up. There we go. Now we're cooking with some gas. Oy vey. Alright guys, so I'd say do this part first and then put the other side down. And actually, when you cut the card to begin with, put the other side down. Get yourself, if you're going to do something like this, go ahead and get whatever you're going to do to reinforce All right. Now, these still are not quite as tight as I'd like them, but we will get over that. Now, I think I will use some Fabri-Tac. I'll lift this up. Come on. Yeah, we've all been a little crazy today, not being able to get out and do anything. I mean, I guess you could get out and do stuff if you wanted to get all wet. And having lived in Washington State for 8.5, 9 years, I guess almost 10 years. Almost 10 years, because I got there in 2004 and we left in 2013. So, yeah, almost 10 years we've lived there. And listen to me when I tell you, if you don't do stuff in the rain in Washington State, you ain't going to do nothing. Oh, man, yeah, that was, it's beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. Really, really is. But, yeah, it's, okay, so let's see. I want this to dry. So I'm going to leave this to the side now. I'm kind of done with that for a few minutes. And I've got that, which will come across here in another few minutes. Okay, now, clean up on aisle 5. I started my clean up on aisle 5 little, I don't know, I'm not really calling it a series. It's just a grouping of let's get ourselves organized. So that's kind of fun. Okay, so now I'm going to work, because I am going to have one more page on the outside over these two. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to need is, see, these are both right at, I just want to see, yeah, so I want, these are fine. I want to have a whole sheet, so I'm going to put this, I'm going to make it a titch smaller, just a little bit, not even the amount that you would mat. Just want to make it a little smaller so nothing hangs out. I'm going to go ahead and cut that first. In fact, no, just one. Just one. Let's see, where did I put my stuff? There it is. All right. Okay. Now, we're going to give it a 1/2 inch. And I believe that is 1/4 inch. So I actually want this to be a little, tiny bit larger than 1/4 inch, so it will lay down over those pieces nicely. So here's my 1/4 inch, what I would normally just run. But I'm going to put the scored part in the center of the two score lines. And then I'm going to go to my next spot. So now this is not 1/4 inch in length. It's just a little small, just a little larger, I mean. So first we can get that done very easily, and then we're going to move this way, and we should be able to, yes, run that through. And I'm not going to put that too far. Okay, so we're going to get our bits down. All right. Now this is going to go on, this is the outside, this is the spine side, so it's going to go on the outside edge. And I think I'm going to actually, if I can, now it might be a little bit too long or perfect. Okay, so I am actually running it down inside the tunnel. So I'm just going to put some glue. I want to see how much I was actually putting. Okay, and I'm gonna keep it away from my score marks. Make sure I'm nice and straight. I haven't cut it off this way yet. Just making sure I'm nice and straight. Okay, so now I'm going to have this. I just want to be able to see the red hearts, okay? So I'm going to put, I can kind of see where this would be, so I'm going to, there. That's where I'm going to cut it. Alright, and where did I put the mark? There it is. Okay. So now with this right here, with that right there, when it's closed, you'll only be able to see the hearts. And I like that. I just didn't want to have to see some of this and stuff. Now, how I'm going to figure out how large I really want this, I guess, because this is what I wanted to have here, so that when you had this, you would just be able to go ahead and read the rest of the chapter, you know, of this page. And that's really the only thing that I don't need it to be much shorter than that. Now I could score this and fold it over, but not so that it would come back onto my words. So, you know, I'll score it maybe right about here and just have it come back to rest like that, and then I'll have a little side tuck. Well, it'll be a pocket, but it'll be a side pocket. Okay, I like that idea. Now let's go ahead and get this right there and right there. Bits and pieces. Gonna use them somewhere. And right here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and ink this up. So far I have used one of the 12 by 12s. And one of the cards from one of the 12 by 12s. All right. And I actually think that I'm not going to, because I do like the idea that all you're going to be able to see is the red hearts. So I think I just add a piece over here to this. Alright, so let's get this where we want it. There we go. Okay, now I think I probably have a, maybe not, I don't have one that's long enough or wide enough. If it's long enough, it's not wide enough. If it's wide enough, it's not long enough. Okay, so let's get another piece of paper. Oh, here we go. Okay, so now I am going to, let's see, do we want to do, yeah, we'll do the 1/2 inch. And I'm just going to mark this where I think I'm going to want for a depth. So we're going to cut that. And just so you know, if you're interested, it's about 2 1/4 inches, or, oh, for heaven's sakes, or about 5 1/2 centimeters. Okay, and we're gonna, because we're dealing with the edge of a page, I'm gonna cut those, and we're going to, I got to move this. I have got to get my eyes checked. Just horrible how I, of course, the black, and it's late at night, because that's usually when I'm doing this, is late at night. Okay, and then I'm going to make a mark where I want to score, and almost 1/4 inch. I mean 1/2 inch. It's a little bit more. And let's just take a tiny triangle off. It's just to hide the inner workings. Okay. Let's put this down over here. We're not done with it, but okay, eraser. All right, so let's go ahead and put this down. We just keep building and building and building. This is my favorite part. I really, you guys have got to let me know what your favorite part is, but creating the build, actually building the book, that's my favorite part. I feel the most creative when I'm doing this. To me, you know, it's, I don't know. It's like what I do, I guess. It's my thing. Don't know how to explain it. I do not know how to explain it. So there is a nice, okay, a nice pocket. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and put these down. And so I'm going to fold the very first, so we just have our 1/2 inch down. And we're going to go ahead and put, now this isn't at the edge of the book, you know, this edge or this edge. So I'm not cutting the corners off, because you're not going to see the inner workings of this one. All right, so now I pretty much want to center this. Just eyeballing it. Staying away just a little bit. And there we go. And this is just a dry Pampers, 98% water. I don't know, hypoallergenic. Yeah, it's just something I got from the hospital when I was in there, so I just decided to use it. And now this goes over that very nicely, and it's still got all that room that I need. So that is super, 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 super. Now I'm going to fold again, just the 1/2 inch fold over. Be careful working on top of your designer papers when you're gluing, because, you know, one little slip and you might glue something you don't want to glue down. So now I'm going to go ahead and push the piece I just put on, push it forward. And I'm going to line these up plus okay, and I'm staying away. I'm not going on my fold line, but there we go. There we go. Okay, so there's that. And then this over here, and again you see the red, which I really like that you can see that. Okay, now coming inside here, what is it I want to do inside here? So I'm thinking that I'm going to have, you know, a waterfall. Why don't we do a nice waterfall? And I'm thinking that I am going to do this on both ends. And then I'm going to put the waterfall in between this. So I think what I probably will do, although it's really going to add, yeah, I think that's, I'm just going to do this. And I'm thinking I would do that, and then I would cut myself a black piece of paper and put the pieces down on it and then just glue it down. But that is going to be one more piece of paper that really doesn't need to, oh my goodness. Okay. Made an Etsy sale. I don't know why that does that to me. It doesn't do that to me when I'm sitting around or anything, but when I'm on with you guys. Wah! Okay, so let's get our 1/4 inch. And I'm going to do the best I can to get the, there we go. Okay. There's that. And then we're going to take the paper backing off. And we're going to run our ribbon. There we go. Super nice. Super nice right there. Okay. And we will pull this up and cut it off. And having that glue on there, I mean that tape on there, does make this a little easier to cut off. And then I'm putting just a little bit of glue on the end. You can take a lighter and do it as well. Where's that other one? Oh, it's still attached. All right. So there's that. And I don't know if I still have a lighter. Huh. Let's see if it still works. There we go. There we go. All right. I still have a lighter. I'm going to stick that over there. Okay, so there is one. And now we're going to do it on this side. And you guys know that when you're using, all of a sudden, when you're using ribbon and you use glue, you tend to get the glue kind of stains the look of the ribbon. And so I usually do not like to use glue with ribbon. I prefer to use this method. There you go. There. All right. Lift. 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 And lift. Okay. So let's get this one. And this one, sorry if I'm off camera right at the moment. Okay, so there's those two done. And so when it's closed, you'll see that. I like that very much. Okay, and the only other thing that I need to do, that I should have done before I put this down, actually, but, I mean, I can do it without it, but, okay, so this, remember, is a tunnel. So I need a piece that is going to run, and that's not going to be quite wide enough. I do want it to be a nice, not snug fit, but a nice fit. Okay, so let me move this out of the way for a second, and I'm going to do where this will fit inside. And remember, I can cut it again if I need to. So go a little bigger, and then you can trim it down if you need to. Because I do want it to be kind of snug. Snug. All right. Okay, and this is not a tunnel that you're going to be, you know, taking on and off, really. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. I'm going to go ahead. Now, because I did not do this earlier, I am going to give myself slightly less. No, I'm going to give myself slightly more than 1/4 inch. So, let's see, this is the front. So, yes, this. So, I'm going to, right here, I'm going to move my end over. So, there's 1, there's 1/4, and I'm going to, so I am in between two score lines, 2 score parts. I'm in between that, and that's where I'm getting, did I get this nice and straight? I think so. Okay, now let's see how this is going to be on this. Excuse me. Okay, so, and I think because I'm doing this without having a huge amount, dingleberry, of connectivity to this, where is the start? I hate when I can't find the start. There it is. So I'm going to put on the bottom side the glue. Okay, and let's take off. There we go. And we're going to fold any parts that are sticking out. Let's open this up. And I do want the center, best I can, of both of these. All right, now I'm going to open both of these and give this a good burnish. Okay, so now this is going to go right in the center. Yep, I love that. And then I took this little piece. Now this does not, magnets don't stick to that at all. But I do have, there's the one. Where's the other one? Oh, for heaven's sakes. Lisa. You know, that thing could be anywhere now. Absolutely anywhere. So let me get another one. Okay. So these are kind of a black, silvery black, I guess. I don't really know what color you would call this, but so I am going to cut this right about here. And I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to put magnets on below So let me go ahead and cut this. I'm just going to run it right along a line. Okay. And I'm going to do a deco punch on this. There we go. And I think I will go ahead and do a deco punch on this. I think, oh, it will definitely do the double pocket. So I love that. Love that. Okay. Now, I want this, again, gonna eyeball it. Right there. Take a pencil. Okay. Pokey tool to the rescue. And of course, I didn't put it away. Pokey tool and pokey tool. Okay. There's one. And there's two. All right. Now I will be able to take this off and this off to do my paper. But in order to get the magnets, because I'm going to do one magnet on each one of these, because remember this piece, it's metal, but it's not, it doesn't have, oh, what did you just do? Now, I don't know if I was filming the whole time and I just saw it go off, or if I haven't been filming. Sorry, guys. And I am at 48 minutes, so it's probably about time that I quit. Anywho, but let's set these magnets first. Okay, 1/4 inch tape. I'm going to get myself a pretty long piece here. And I am going to lay it right across the two brads. And then I'm going to get, see, these little suckers with the stickies on them are kind of irritating. Because you have to really pay attention to which one you got. So, I don't know if that's going to be enough. I might have to put, let's see, where do I have, I think I have little bits, I know, little bits, let's see. This will work. This will work. So I am going to, I used to sell these in my store, and actually I think I'm just going to use this bit. Yeah, I used to sell these in my store, and I probably need to get back to selling them in my store. I am going to put this, it's a metal piece, and I'm going to glue right across, just put my tape there, and now you will see that I have actual, it's the wrong side, actual magnets. Goodness gracious. Are sticking. Let's get the... Okay, so now those are lined up. Where's my... Oh, I'm holding them. Huh. Those are lined up, and we're just going to make sure that it's standing up straight. Make sure this is standing up straight. And lay that down. So now it's going to catch very nicely. And I'm just going to leave those there because I've already got a piece of tape between it and the metal. And yeah, and I think that's going to be just fine. Now this, I am going to cut a piece to go over this. And with those brads there, I really do need to have something covering up this back part over here. So that still needs to be done, and then we'll have to do all of our other goodies. Now this makes a belly band on this side, so that is why I made it a tunnel, so that it could kind of, and you can move it around if you want, but you know, I kind of like it where it's like smack dab in the center of the page, but you can if you want to. And then we still need to work out what we're going to do here. I might do small pockets, but this is going to be a waterfall, I do believe. I might change my mind. You never know with me. You never know. All right. So anyway, guys, that is enough for tonight. And we will work on this again sometime tomorrow. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.